Okay, this is Drew from Flow Systems, and I've had a lot of requests from clients, both commercial and retail, of to do a side-by-side comparison of the Watermizer vent cap models. There's three different models. There's the standard height, product number 2000. There's the medium height, 2000C, and the extended height, which is 2000EX. And they all pretty much do the same thing. They're just configured a little bit differently, and they're used for different applications. So the standard height is used most often probably by people in industry because of its low profile. There's nothing on top that will, or if you're dragging a charger cable across the top, the low profile helps to keep it protected. Some of the two taller caps, sometimes if you're using them for other than reasons where there's a clearance issue, the taller caps are so tall that sometimes they get caught on things. I mean, they will hold up definitely, but it's just an extra consideration. If they're kind of in a rough environment, you might want to go with a low profile. The medium cap, or the medium height cap, is it's configured a little bit differently than the other two. The inside of the cap, as you can see, is there's no baffle in there, and I'll grab one of the other ones here in a second and show you. But without the baffle, what that does is it makes the opening bigger and easier to see inside and easier to water your batteries. This is preferred a lot of times by people with golf carts or RVs where they have to water or check their batteries in an already kind of confined space, like a golf cart. Or a battery storage area in an RV. So that is the medium height cap is by far the one that is used most often with RVs. And if you just heard that when I closed that cap, there's what we call a positive closure, and anytime you use these caps, you want to make sure you hear that snap. I'll do it again. So when they're on, if they're not closed all the way, gas will escape and they'll spit out electrolyte. So you want to make sure that you hear the snap every time you close one, and it's a lot easier to do when it's on a cell cover. But I'll show you the inside of a standard height cap. And one thing one of the reasons we sell so many of these is that the cap rotates. So if you've got any kind of battery top elements, the cap rotates, so it kind of so you can configure it any way. If you have a cable or a terminal post or something sticking up, you can move it around. But I'm going to show you the difference between that medium height cap and the smaller standard cap and the extended cap. So if you can see in here, there's a baffle in there. And what that does is that scrapes off any extra electrolyte on, let's say, a watering gun or a watering jug. When you stick that in there, it scrapes off any electrolyte. It doesn't really affect the performance of the water savings, but it just helps keep things a little cleaner. So the medium height, like I said, we don't have that in there because it helps people with golf carts, RVs, people with confined spaces actually see and check the water level better. So again, there's the one without it. And I don't know if you can see this in the video, but the opening on the medium height cap is about 1/4 of an inch bigger. So if you can see that side by side, I know it's not very easy to see, but again, it's a little bit bigger, making it a little easier to water and a little easier to check in the batteries. So when you put these on the battery, it's really simple. All you got to do is look for the bayonet wings, put it on there, give it about a 1/4 turn twist, and that's all there is to it. It's on there nice and secure, opens up easy, top turns, close the lid. So there you go. There's our first video on the different sizes of Watermizer vent cap. Again, the standard size, the medium size, and the extended height. Again, the standard height most preferably used in industry, where in rough environments, RV, solar for the medium height cap, RV and golf carts, and the solar industry oftentimes uses the extended height gap because you get about 10 to 15% more capacity out of this. It's got a larger condensation chamber, and for some reason it helps coalesce and condense more of that electrolyte before it gets out. So if you have any questions, you can always email me, Drew, D-R-E-W, at flowsystemsusa.com. Thanks.